Hello, Leo, and welcome to your weekly reading. So I'm just tuning in for you guys, and what I was getting was this image of a centaur flying over the sun in triumph, like taking this huge, great leap, beyond, and it just had this sense of triumph with it. And it's kind of interesting that it was the centaur because it was very much a Sagittarius image, because we do have the full moon in Sagittarius happening this week. So your fellow fire sign, and I feel like this is where you quite literally, it's like, it's a bit like, it wasn't Pegasus, it was a centaur, but it was like a flying centaur that was just taking this huge leap over the sun. So the sun represents a huge leap of faith. It represents energy rising up. It represents feeling really inspired and kind of reaching new heights with something, or aspiring towards new heights. So it's a lovely energy to come in. It felt like there was this joy, especially as the sun is your planetary ruler. So it was this sense of the Leo and Sagittarius energies merging to kind of, for you to be able to rise up above something triumphantly. So it was a nice energy to come through, Leo. And I think that this full moon that's happening around the 14th of June, give or take a day, depending on where you are in the world, because, you know, I'm in Australia, so I'm a day ahead of a lot of you that are in the Northern Hemisphere. But yeah, let's just see what is coming through for Leos, the beautiful Leos. Okay, so we have Queen of Feathers, Perception and Truth. And I love this because this little bat, it always does remind me of the full moons, the bat, because they fly at night. So it does remind me of the moon. But Perception and Truth, fantastic. This is seeing things super clearly. And I love how she's quite literally, like, it's interesting because this bat is like flying over the moon. But I had the original image of you flying over the sun. So again, it kind of feels like it's very much connected to that full moon energy that's coming through that we were talking about. And to be able to see things, get cut to the chase, see things really clearly. I mean, the sun symbolizes clarity. It shines the light on everything, and it shows you really clearly a whole heap of things that you need to see. And so this energy also is the perception. You know, your perception is coming in super strong. Your intuition's going to be super strong, and you're going to see the truth of things. But because I saw you as the centaur leaping over the sun, it felt like, it kind of strangely felt like it gave you this impetus to kind of take on something really big in your life. Oh, we've got Sword Queen, Libra Throne. It's kind of interesting because this Queen of Feathers is actually the Queen of Swords as well. So you've got double Queen of Swords. So this is where what's going on inside your mind is really, really important. It's really, really I feel like you're kind of weighing something up, but it's a sense of when you decide to go for it, you're going to go for it. But I just get crystal sharp, clear perception and being able to see the truth. On the inside, this is your inner sense of getting a really clear head around something. It's like, boom, okay. And the Queen of Swords for me represents quite literally, we've got this the green light with something, because you've given yourself permission. You've said yes to something. You've gone, right, I see it clearly now. And there's no fear. Your head is above the clouds of fear and doubt. And it's just like, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I have kind of weighed things up, but it's a sense that through serious consideration and, here's the Temperance energy. Here comes the Sagittarius energy. The King of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. That's Venus in Taurus. We've got the Devil. This is what you're overcoming something here. But the Devil can also be very ambitious. It can be a very ambitious energy. It's connecting in with the shadow and can be an empowering energy. It's looking at that and seeing something within you that perhaps was holding you back and shifting that, which feels really fantastic. The Eight of Swords, there were limitations. It was something you couldn't see, and it's something that potentially was creating a little bit of heartache, or it was a wound, it was hurting you in some way. But this is where the King of Pentacles is looking at that. And look at this, more Sagittarius energy with the Knight of Wands. So a lot of Sagittarius and Libra energy, and this is where, like, I do feel like it's just like you are taking this huge leap over something that has really, really held you back here. I mean, the Temperance energy is lovely because it is a sense of dipping your toe back in. The Knight of Wands is off on the next big adventure. Look at the huge leap that this horse is taking. And it quite literally is positive shift and change. It's that fire energy of getting really motivated to do something. So, yeah, it feels inspired. It feels, a really, really good energy, and it's exciting energy. But we have the Temperance energy as well, which is also the card of Sagittarius. So a lot of Saggy coming in. And this is where new paths are opening up to you because you're aligning to a new energy within you, quite literally. And you're seeing things for what they are and seeing exactly what held you back. So the Temperance energy, there are new opportunities to make money coming in here that are opening up that are much more aligned to you, which is fantastic. It's dipping your toe in, having a look at it, just sensing it, feeling it. But it's also an energy of patience. Both these cards, the Temperance energy and the King of Pentacles, they're slow, they're patient, they've thought about things. And so it's a case of seeing something really clearly, thinking about it, being really patient with this energy and letting it sit with you for a while until it becomes something that just feels like this is solid, this is something I want to do, and then let the energy take off, which is really fantastic. So yes, these new opportunities to provide what it is that you need, because I feel like these are the issues that are coming up here. The Devil next to the King of Pentacles can definitely, and the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords, these can be money issues that you're addressing here, things that have kind of, you've stayed in a job for too long, or your money's been in a place for too long, or feeling really stuck. There could be debt. There's limitations around it. You're looking at where you've built a cage for yourself with your money, or where something's hurt you, where there's been wounds around that. But or just in general, the King of Pentacles is about what it is that you really need. And it's a generous energy, actually. It's very generous, and it's compatible with Leo in that sense, in that Leos can be, when you're feeling good, you're feeling generous. But when you're not feeling good, you don't feel like being generous. And so this is aligning you. Something's balancing out here where something was really out of balance. Like this is like, boom, out of balance. You're seeing that in the darkness, and it's being illuminated in the full moon and going, whoa, that is really like an energy that I've held within me that has just been really, really stuck and out of balance. And income, especially to do with this energy of the Taurian energy of connection to the material realm, your possessions, your values, the things that you have around you, things that need to be well made, or things that you really, really value. And these can be people as well. So there's a new balance coming in around that, which is really fantastic. And yeah, I think it's really, the Temperance energy is saying that balance is being restored. We've got the Sword Queen. You can see the scales there as well coming in. And you're seeing this really, for what it is. So that's the thing, is it kind of feels like what they're showing me now, it's like a springboard, that suddenly it's like this energy is kind of like, it was like you were in a mousetrap. It was like you were kind of had been trapped down, and suddenly the trap's up, been left, released, and suddenly you can spring out and go, whoa, okay, I'm free now. So it's a really lovely energy to come through for you, Leo. And I think it's like, yeah, suddenly it's like, okay, I can explore new territories. I can be doing new things. There's this huge energy release that feels like a spring going boom. So again, it's that sense of, because you've got this extra energy, this extra impetus, it's like you can jump even higher. So it's like you've got springs on your feet and you can go boing, boing and go, woo. It's quite a funny image that I'm being shown at this moment in time, but it's fun as well. That's the other thing. It's like, woohoo, wee, I can do this. And yeah, it's just a nice energy to come through. Look at this Phoenix rising. I love it. Quite literally, look at those wings. Something in the darkness here that we're seeing with the Devil, something that was kind of holding you down. and we see the raccoon in the darkness as well. This is parts of you that have been hidden or suppressed or disempowered, a very disempowered energy, or haven't been able to be expressed for whatever reason, or maybe it's just for whatever reason, you've been behind the scenes a little bit more. But the phoenix is about to rise. That energy in the shadows is about to rise up into the light. And so to the point that you're flying over the sun, this is a message of resurrection. It's the message of transmutation and transformation in your life. It's fantastic. So kind of the temperance energy does represent that you're in the process of this alchemical shift where and balance that's bringing in, where these kind of energies that have kept you suppressed are about to shift and change, which is lovely. And it's the energy of spirit. Part of your spirit is being freed. And oh, look, we've got the elk as well. So again, interestingly with the elk is that you can see the fire around the antlers. So this is where the elk represents status. It represents, quite literally responsibility, authority, leadership. It represents all these sort of things in your life. And so it's like you're regrowing these antlers. They're being reborn from the ashes. And it's the sense of, this sense of if you've been, like I said, felt like this raccoon, this is where the phoenix and the elk is fantastic. It just feels like, and it kind of feels like it's very much, strangely what I'm being told now, it's very much connected to an eclipse that occurred last year I think it was around October. So potentially I have to go back and check the dates because it's Sagittarius. It would be Sagittarius season. So it would be November. It would be November. So November, December, around that, around the last, I was kind of getting from October onwards from last year. There's something that occurred in that eclipse season is being activated here now. So it's something from last year that has been sleeping. It's been dormant like this little raccoon. It's been in the shadows and now it's like ready to come out into the light. So this could be so many different things in your world. I do feel like it's a lot to do with the money and career, the King of Pentacles thing, that there could be some major moments of inspiration here. The Knight of Wands can represent travel, but it also could represent promotion, like moving up in the world or leveling up in some way. You might have a little boost of success this week when it comes to your career or your money or anything to do that, or at least feeling like you can overcome something now. You've now got the tools or the ability to do that, which is really fantastic. So this feels like you've overcome something quite big here, Leo, that has felt very stuck, especially around that material realm for you. And it's given you a huge sense of belief and confidence. So it's almost like I can do anything, I can fly over the sun. So it's a real confidence booster. So I feel like you're taking something on, dream big with this. You've got energy and motivation to put towards something, and eventually it will come down to earth and you'll start working with it a bit more pragmatically, but enjoy this kind of energy while it's here and inspired. So that is the energy for the week, and I love it, the Phoenix rising. This is a sense that you will rise again. So it's this energy of fire will rise again. So I love it. So that's it, Leo. That's it for the week. Expect some very dynamic changes to come through, or inspirations, or leveling up of some sort of rising up energy of some sort in your life. So that's it. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, and take care.